I'm about to hop in the stream, bro.
Yeah, I'm there. You
Kill
see
it.
it? It went live, right? We're good.
Yeah, it should be
All right.
live. I see.
All right. All right, we reversed him. We got him here. We might as well. Oh shit. My mic is down. I'm unprepared. I am unprepared. How did this get tangled? What the fuck? Ah, I see. Alright, we're cool. We got it. And this guy's doing absolutely nothing. Disgraceful. Pistol Pete, what's good? What's good, my guy? Yeah, this guy might be helpless. Oh, I got greedy. But this dude is really struggling to grapple right now. Like, I was setting up my stream and I remained relatively safe. This guy's really struggling. But what's up, guys? What's up? You need to fight back. I'm going to stop it. He's going right. Oh, he went maybe heel hook or get up. Okay. This guy's really struggling. Struggling to grapple. So we're just going to... He can't even be mad. I'm using Jack Shore. Like... Oh, how's he getting up? Jesus. Every time I get... Yo. What is the reach on him? How small is Jack Shore? He's hitting me from across the cage. Yeah, we're looking for another takedown early. Jack Shore is not it against Max. Appreciate you guys tuning in, though. Everything's good. Fucking Jack, man. Let me finish setting up stream wise. And make sure you guys like that stream for me. Let people know we're going live. Put YouTube on alert. Rasta is back for the night. This game sucks. I love this game. I'm sorry. I don't mean to say that. We're hype about UFC 306. UFC 306 hype. And that's what we're going to do. Boom. Same single leg. This man can't stop it. He's probably going to go to... Okay. Yeah, I'll let him back to half. No. We're mounting that. He's probably going to go get up. I'll let him get back to half. I'm not too worried. Sorry you're seeing this sweaty. But we're here just for an MMA game. You know, this is not a boxing game. And I'm just going to chill. And I'm going to make sure I win this game. And brush up on some grappling because I know I'm going to have to. Oh, he took my back. UFC greatest belt in the world. 100%. Give us main cause predictions. Main card predictions, you mean, right? I'm assuming. Rattle them off to me real quick. We got O'Malley and Marab, right? I'm going with Sugar Sean. But I really think Marab has a really good chance of getting it done. Marab just doesn't get tired, and you're gonna have to kill him. But he has been hurt, and Sean is the type of guy to. Oh, there it is. I was trying to dial in some timing. Grasso decision. I honestly felt like Valentina won that last one. Right? The one that was a draw. But we could see something where is Valentina finally over the hump? She is 36 years old. Like, it's hard to imagine a world where Valentina loses, but then look at like Usman, you know? Maybe not exactly the same given like Usman's knees. He's like, yeah, like you said, Father Time. Grasso's getting better. And it's like, when are we gonna see that drop off between her and Grasso? When is that younger person just gonna be better? They're getting better, you know, you're as good as you ever will be, or start coming down, you know. It is, like I said, 125 pounds, and she's a woman. So like speed and that type of stuff is a big and a lot about speaking all these languages. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know anything a bit about what you just said, but I don't know if Grasso. I feel safe saying Grasso. Ortega and Diego Lopez. I'm going the more active. Brian Ortega has looked good, but Lopez has been actively killing it, and we see like when some of these guys take time off. Granted, he had to pull out because he got sick or whatever, but he hasn't been like the most active fighter. But Lopez has been eating this year, you know. So yeah, you can't just zombie through him. He got real power. You know what I mean? So what other fights are on the main card? Dog, I can't. Jesus. I'm so stubby where I can't really pressure comfortably against Max. 40, how old is it? How old is she? 36, I think. Hey, how's the stream quality? Lately, it's been dropping frames and shit, but it looks like I'm okay, right? My last stream, I was dropping frames, hella frames. I was peacing out. I appreciate you. Appreciate that, bro. Stream seems fine. How's your day? Like, how you been, Pistol? You been grinding this game? I might start putting out like a prediction show. Just give my picks on 3 fights I like. I want to bet on or whatever. I could start doing stuff like that. Maybe all the pay-per-views. Being good brother did some online career. You're not great. Don't sell yourself short. Yeah, that connection is horrible. Let's get busy. Jab. I gotta start the jabs early. Let him work a little bit. Okay. Starting to jab early. Ooh. Got him. Yeah, that right head kick is... You just throw it kind of off beat. I land that so often. But that's the part of getting on the jab early. He's breaking my block. He's doing a good job mixing up his levels here. He's keying in, and I'm trying to make my defensive movement on the third strike. And he's throwing kicks as well as different, yeah, there we go. Throwing kicks on that third one, trying to intercept me, making my exit or my head movement attempt or my sidestep. So now I got to get to disrupt his movement a little bit. So now I'm throwing my own kicks. And now he wants to kick. So I'm very comfortable playing a kicking game, being Peyton Talbot versus Peter Yan. And we're seeing the coast out of the round. We're cool. Easy work. I'm pretty sure we did the better work too, so. Yeah, we had much better work. 50% accuracy, total strikes. body health event, head health event, and a knockdown. See, look at his toes. Look at his toes. Reading them like a book. Yeah. GG's. It's a lot easier to see what you're doing wrong in this game because you're not actually getting hit. Sometimes when you get hit, you don't see shit. You don't know what they threw. So you just gotta make sure you adjust when someone hurts you. And it's like everyone plays this game on autopilot all the time. Like there's no way you're gonna be locked in the whole time. You just gotta like key in on what actually hurts you, what actually just happened. All right, can't let him happen. Like do that again. Break down what he's doing. Maybe if he set it up in any way. Like right off the bat, I knew. All right, that was it. And just made an adjustment from there. It's just making those small adjustments. And or catching on when shit's not going your way. And not just like repeating. You're all right, I got hurt. All right, I got to get a hard reset. Or maybe you really felt like, all right, I saw what was coming. I just mistimed what I was doing. You know. And maybe you go back to it. Now you're just trying to sync up that timing of your counter or whatever. Sometimes you feel like, all right, I saw it, but maybe I was a little bit out of position. Maybe I couldn't get the counter. What's your technique against people that back up the whole time? In real life, if they're gonna back up, they're gonna hit the cage. And if you're backing up, it's a lot harder to strike moving backwards than forwards. That takes way more energy. It's a lot easier when you're dictating what's happening. It's hard to really dictate what's happening when you're backing up the whole time. If the person just obliges and blindly is following you, you know what I mean? So just don't blindly follow them. Make them work. You got to let them work. You can't just chase into them. It may not be like the most exciting fight, but you can't just like completely always chase them. Or take them down. If someone's backing up against me, they're going to hit the fence. All right, I'm just going to take you down. Punish you a little bit. Maybe you'll think about, all right, maybe I can't just back up to the fence. Like, especially like at the level I'm fighting at, the cages are so much smaller, bro. So you can't really back up. It's like a little phone booth. Cages be mad small, like compared to the UFC. The UFC is almost like double the size. Even you can see the difference, even in the Apex to the big cage. Like it's just a totally different experience on how much people really back up. Oh, Tim Elliott. I was just scrolling through. I fucked up. All right, I gotta grapple this fight. I'm not trying to drop any games. Trying to finish this season out undefeated, baby. See how high we can climb. But Tim Elliott, this is a tough pick. I got to use some IQ here. All right, let's see what we got. I'm not the best at the game, but I kind of know what I'm doing. Started early. Okay. I got to set it up first. He has some proficiency. Let's see what his hands are talking about. Moreno has some good hands, I will say. Tim Elliott does not have good hands. But we timed the takedown. Come on, we need this. Oh, the takedown defense. It's holding up. Catch him going to the body, but I just don't have the speed to counter. This is going to be really tough. I need to get him down at some point. I'll just kickbox for now, but it's going to be hard to hurt him. This is 125, and then I have a non-power puncher at 125. Like, I have to get up on the stamina, and he's using a Terminator of a fighter in Brandon Moreno, so there we go. Like, he's giving me no choice but to back up here. If I'm trying to press the action, I need to have some stopping power in my fists. There we go. He's getting happy with the hands. We get a much... Oh, he goes for the get up. Okay. Tell you the truth, I've never been rocked. I've been hit very hard. Actually, the closest I got to it, it was light, but I'm drilling with a dude I don't normally drill with, a little 145er. We're just going some like offense, defense, like you're just shadow throwing shit, and he comes out and just like bum 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 bum, like 1 2 3, and then just hard. I think like just quick, like okay, he's standing orthodox. He goes 1 2 3 and sends a left kick over the left hook. So kind of just offbeat. I don't really see it. I just get my hands up barely, but it connects. Bam, and my ears start ringing a little bit. But I wasn't like wobbled or anything. But like that was the closest. Like one of those. That's the only time that's even been close. Oh, some crazy little dudes, little South American cat. Well, I've never been rocked. I've been hit with some hard punches, but never been wobbled. Never really been stumbled like that. I don't know. I've been hit pretty hard though. Bro, this is just supposed to be light drilling, offense, defense, like 50%. Like, this is just so you're seeing shit coming. We're just practicing defense, practicing throwing combos, you know. It's kind of like something you shadow, you know, almost just like, this is supposed to be a very controlled environment here. We're not sparring. Like, this is just some light drilling. Like, you go, I go. Like, oh my God, this guy's just spamming me with the jabs. And I just, between the connection and the lack of hand speed from Tim Elliott, I'm having a really hard time interrupting him. All right. What the fuck just happened? Yo. The fuck just happened? Did my PlayStation turn off? Oh, man. No. My shit been overheating, man. I don't know what's going on. You almost snuck me for real, bro. And it'd be like, all right, you try to work with, I don't know, my shit been overheating. That's tough. This might be an early stream, fam. My record gets soiled. I was putting in so much work. Tim Elliott, Jack Shore. And this is how they do me? That guy thought he made me quit. That's sick. I'm sick. I am sick. Truly disgusted. I need a timeout. I need a timeout. Damn, that's rough. Fuck. Shit. This might be an early one. Let me shit, let's just watch some shit then. We can't really, can we really watch shit on YouTube though? Like if I watch something, are they gonna fucking, you know, if I click on this and we sitting here chilling, we can't do that, can we? I think we can only do that on Twitch. If y'all want to go over on Twitch and stream some shit, we just watch some embedded or whatever. Just chill, talk fights. I gotta let my PlayStation cool down though. Yeah, it's cooked. Yeah, I gotta let my PlayStation cool down. I'm about to plug it out right now. At least for like 10 minutes, but it might be cooked. Damn. Where's my camera? I'm here, boys. I'm here. Let's see what's going on. See y'all boys later. Let me see what's going on here. I'm here. All right, let's see. Early prelims. Josh Van versus Edgar Chavez. That's a good one. Josh Van just got knocked out by Energy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Josh Van just got knocked out by where am I? There we go. Yeah, versus Charles Johnson. Shout out to Energy. I've actually trained with Charles before. Little dude, but man, he was hard to take down. He's a small dude too. Very solid fighters, you know. Got good power, good speed. He's on a pretty decent win streak. Energy is a beast, man. Pretty good everywhere. Hasn't been doing MMA too long, but natural athlete, man. Raul Roses or Richie Lang. I don't know too much about Edgar Chavez, but Josh Van plus 150. That's always going to be a good shout. Yauragui, Ketlin Souza. I don't think the line is this wide, but I do favor Yauragui. She's training with Diego Lopez and those dudes, and Alexa Grasso. So she's over there with them, I'm pretty sure. And I think Irene as well, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure she's over in that camp. But they're coming with some good over. This is going to be an interesting fight. Bahamondes is talented, man. Very talented. Tall, lanky striker, 6'3", at 155. Very pretty solid kickboxer. Not the easiest to take down either. Card should have been better. Underwhelming. He's a pretty good fighter. I don't know too much about Manuel Torres, but seeing that line, he has to be solid. I think this is the dude they just put in the UFC game, right? Yeah, I think all the people in the spear got put in the game. Is Bahamondes in UFC 5? Is he in the game?
And now and he's playing catch up.
Nah, this is a creative fighter. He's not in the game, I don't think. This is an interesting fight. I think I'm probably gonna bet on Irene. Norman Dumont just went to war with GDR, who hadn't fought in like 10 years. Like, was not very impressive. How can I click on this? Like, how do I see the fight stats? Yeah. She landed 13 strikes. Really just looked to control. Like, it was a very underwhelming fight. Anyway, she just went to fucking war with GDR, who hadn't fought since who knows when. And barely eked it out. So I'd assume, I mean, Aldana's just, she's much better on the ground. Like, she's going to be able to probably work her way back up. She's gone 25 minutes with Amanda Nunes, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure, right? Yeah. Yeah. She, like, not getting finished against the GOAT. Because, I mean, Nunes was had been on a crazy tear. Like, 23 fights, 17 finishes, like 14 first round finishes. To not get steamrolled, that means, all right, you're probably in a pretty rare company. You know, not many girls, and not only 6 girls fought and didn't get finished. So she's hanging in there. Maybe not doing enough to win these fights, but I definitely got Aldana for sure. 130. That's a good value. Maybe I combine this. Josh Van at 150 plus 150. That's always good value. The only thing is, he did just get knocked out by Energy about 2 months ago. So, assuming his chin holds up, and it's flyweight, so it may or may not. I don't know. I don't know too much about Chirez, but I like that number on Josh Van. I'd be willing to play that. This line is horrible. I definitely agree that Yargi would win, but this line is bad. Bahamondes, I'm going with Bahamondes, but I'm gonna be interested to see the fight. Like I said, Aldana, I'll take that minus 130. That's a good value. Ode Osborne and Ronda. I'm not familiar with this guy's game. Let's see some of his fights here. Dennis Bondar or Ronaldo Rodriguez. He fought Bondar. Let me look at his fight history here. He's only had one UFC fight. Lazy boy. I feel like I remember him now. Versus Ode Osborne. Ode Osborne has so many ways to win, so much potential. He's tall, long, 73-inch reach, right? But just is not putting it together in the UFC so far. That's a good win. Like we're saying, Josh Van, who I mentioned earlier in the card. Getting Charles Johnson is a tough out for a lot of people. Back-to-back submissions. Who is what is it? But who is he going at? I'm not sure if this guy has amazing 5 submission wins, 7 in a knockout. I have no idea. Will be an interesting fight. I hope Ode Osborne wins, but interesting fight. Esteban Ribovic versus Zellhuber. Zellhuber is good, but he scares you in every single fight he's in, bro. There's not a fight that he has that he doesn't find a way to almost lose. Like, I'm pretty sure Esteban Ribovic trains, I want to say, down south, either Killcliff or Goatshed. Let me see, Esteban Ribovic. Where is he training out of? Yeah, 13-1. This. Oh, Esteban Ribovic is the guy that just beat Terrence McKinney in 37 seconds. Okay, I know this guy is. He's training out of Killcliff FC. Yeah, he's training out of Killcliff FC. One of my boys that I played basketball with in college, his cousin, is teammates with this dude. And was cornering him for that fight. His name is Elvin Espinoza. Very good fighter as well. Shout out my boy Elvin Espinoza. He's on his way to the UFC. Oh shoot, I didn't see he lost in the PFL. He's in the PFL. I thought he was on his way to the UFC, but shout out to you anyway. Hope you make it to the big show one day, big dog. But what was I saying? Ribovic versus Zellhuber. I could easily see Ribovic chinning Zellhuber. Zellhuber gets hurt in every fight. Zellhuber's last fight, he fought against Francisco Prado, who I believe is a teammate of Ribovic. So they're gonna be coming in, kind of already having a lot of time on them, a lot of fight tape on them, having a game plan, having one look at him, getting another look at him, and I think Ribovic is just a much better fighter than Prado. No disrespect to any of these dudes, right? Pretty sure, yeah, they're both training at the same spot. I'm just double checking. No, Prado's training at Goat Shed. No, okay, not the same spot. My bad. But maybe they are, because it's all down south. I don't know what is up to date and what's not, but Prado's a solid dude out of Goat Shed. And they went to war. I think Ribovic is a much better fighter than Prado, and this is gonna be a good one. I'd be willing. Plus 185 for this fight is I definitely take a look at Esteban Ribovic here. Ortega versus Diego Lopez. I'm actually surprised to see this number. I hadn't really looked at the number before. But I agree. I think Lopez is going to win. Brian Ortega. How old is Brian Ortega? Let's look at the tail of the tape. How is age? How do they not put age on tail of the tape? What? 16-3, 25-6. More experienced. I want to say, let's look this up. Although Ortega has had more experience at the highest level in the UFC, Diego Lopez has Ortega has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 fights in the UFC, right? So, a lot of UFC experience. Diego Lopez has had one in 2 years has had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's had five UFC fights, and he last fought in June. Brian Ortega, on the other hand, last fought in February, so not too bad. And before that, fought in 2022. 4 minutes and 11 seconds. Yeah, fought in 2022. So in his last 2 years, Diego Lopez in his last 2 years has had more fights than Brian Ortega has in those last couple of years. Then we're going to Alexa Grasso and Valentina Shevchenko. Like I said, age plays a big factor. I'm pretty sure she's 36. Grasso is, I want to say 31 or maybe even 29, 30. Maybe 30 if that. Maybe 29. She's 36. At what point does the big dog that's been so dominant fall, like we've seen with Usman, Adesanya, and so many other greats? At what point are they out of their prime? And sometimes we don't see it. But I do feel like Shevchenko did actually win that last fight. So interesting matchup there. But I'd be willing to say I'm taking Alexa Grasso in the spear, with all the Mexican support behind her. Sean O'Malley versus Merab. Sean has an amazing style, but that is going to be a hard style to keep up for 5 rounds. I think if it goes 5 rounds, Sean O'Malley is not beating Merab. I think if the longer the fight goes, the better for Merab. If the fight goes 5 rounds, that means O'Malley was not successful at implementing what he needs to do. I think if Sean O'Malley comes out on point, he knows that he has the skill set to get Merab out of there. If everything is firing on all cylinders for Sean, he gets Merab out of there. I think if Merab's able to extend the fight and drag him into those deeper rounds, Sean is doing something fundamentally wrong, or Sean's shots are not having the effect on Merab that is expected. I will say Sean did go 25 minutes with Cheeto in his last fight. Looked amazing doing it. Didn't get tired, but Sean was going against Cheeto Vera, who has a world-class chin. I've seen Merab on death's door multiple occasions. Against Marlon Moraes, he's got knocked out like twice and is just surviving, then comes back and knocks out Marlon, right? That crazy turn of events. But we've seen Merab turned off. We've seen him hurt. Cheeto is like one of the all-time legendary MMA chins. We haven't seen him knocked out, right? Did he get knocked out in his last fight? I gotta see. I don't think so, right? He didn't get knocked out in his last fight. I think he just lost, though, right? Yeah, he just lost to Fitty. He didn't get knocked out. He's never been knocked out. So, but we've seen Merab hurt before. We've seen him chinned. I think if all goes well, Sean O'Malley does have the power and the skill set to land that final blow. Well, those are my thoughts. I gave you the best I know about the card. I think we went through every fight. It's only 11 fights. What fights I'd like to highlight again. I'm going to try to start doing this more often. I know that this is not planned, but just kind of spur of the moment, off the cuff. But I'm taking Roses. Roses is a great grappler. I don't see any odds on here, so we stayed away from it. Josh Van at plus 150. I don't know too much about Chirez, but we're taking Josh Van. That's a good shout. Plus 150, that's a good number for Josh Van any day of the week, right? Another fight I want to look at is, if I'm looking for dog money, Esteban Ribovic, plus 185 against Daniel Zellhuber, who doesn't stay the cleanest in his fights. And another fight that I'd be willing to bank on is Diego Lopez beating Brian Ortega, just a more active guy in the groove. And another good shout, check out Irene Aldana. But my locks of the night, Brian Ortega, Baja Mundez, and Irene Aldana. I'd really take a look at those fights. And if you really want to play on some dog money, I'd look at this fight as well. Esteban Ribovic versus Daniel Zellhuber. I want to see that one too. But I think I'm going to sleep for the night, boys. Appreciate anyone who tuned in. This was kind of fun to do. I got to get more comfortable rattling this stuff off real time, but I haven't really done too much homework. I know a little bit about each person. I've been doing homework here and there, but I didn't like come in with a real write up or anything like I planned on doing. I was planning on doing that later in the week, but only 11 fights. I gave you a pretty decent breakdown on each fight. So hope you guys will enjoy that. Maybe I'll cut this up, put a little bit on TikTok or something. But this was fun to do. I definitely, we'll definitely can do more of this in the future. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll see you guys later. Peace and love.